You don't look to be a step slow. Is the yellow penny now just for a little bit of style? To be honest.
Yeah, it's honestly like a little yellow light. Got to slow down sometimes, be where my feet is. Just not overwork myself. I've played a lot of ball in my career. This is actually going to be my 16th season of football. Started when I was 5 years old. So, I am the same amount of influence I am on the field as I am off the field. So it's just about growing in that leadership role and slowing down after a lot of football, quick turnaround after the season, and just getting mentally and physically prepared for the season.
Is it funny that despite all that experience, you mentioned you're still the young guy in terms of the two starting slots?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy the amount of experience that I have and still being having 2 years left coming into this role, but still being at the top of the pack and being able to lead the guys in the right way. But with the experience comes sacrifice. So I've been able to learn from a lot of people in a lot of different rooms, especially coming from Hawaii and being in the room with two veteran guys last year, Calvin and Travell. Just piggybacking off of everything those guys have taught me and applying that to my game. And it's been an amazing ride, and I can't wait to show the people what it's about on September 3rd.
I know last year you talked about that you and Jaden would talk a lot about quarterback stuff. You just having that experience playing quarterback. Have you kind of had the same relationship with Cam where you guys have kind of talked about what you maybe saw through the eyes of an ex-quarterback?
Yeah, most definitely. Whenever I get a chance to be in that quarterback room or be around the quarterbacks, I usually try to give them some tips on what I see as a receiver, just from my experience of playing quarterback my whole life. So I've been to those camps that they've been to. I've been in the same rooms as those guys have been to. So it's just another set of eyes that, some guys don't like to hear their coach say something over and over and over again. It's just another way to approach somebody. But it's nice to have that respect from, the quarterbacks and every single one in that room. Just being able to give them some tips or just some reminders and just keeping them level-headed, because it's speed of leader, speed of the pack, and the guy who's behind that snap is going to get it done for us, and he's going to have to be that guy that's leading every single 10 guys on that field. So just keeping them on point and being able to, help them in any way I can is just, what type of football player I am. There's too much game in my head that I get headaches, so I just can't keep quiet on the field.
Has there been maybe one young receiver, I should say, that's really impressed you so far?
Ryan Peters. I've taken him under my wing ever since he's came in. He has a lot of intangibles of being, the next great receiver. I think he comes with an open mind to practice and the film room, and he's taking every single step the right way and leading up to where he's going to be in a position to get a lot of PT this year. But, hats off to Orion for taking all those reps and, getting his fast track going to get him ready for the experience and for this level of play. And I think he's going to be where he needs to be come September 3rd, so he'll be ready.
Favorite musical artist?
Oh, favorite musical artist? We're going to have to go with some reggae and some Bob Marley. Yeah.
When you talk about, expanded leadership responsibilities for yourself, what did you kind of have to add over the offseason? How have you changed in that regard?
Just gaining the respect from my teammates and becoming that voice for the team, stepping out of my comfort zone, not just being the leader of the receivers, but being the leader for the team, leading by example, sacrificing for the team, doing things for the team, because that's what is important, right, is the team. So just being able to step into that role and having the trust from my teammates and the respect is just, it's been an amazing opportunity for me to be able to see guys every single day look up to me, follow after me, and it holds me to a standard, and that's what I want to be held to, is a high standard, so that when people come and ask who Lincoln Victor is all about, they can step on the field and ask whoever it is, whether a player, faculty, staff member, ask me a question about myself, and they'll be able to give you the word about who I am as a player and a person.
What have you liked so far from Cam Ward, and both in terms of physical abilities and then just kind of composure?
Yeah, I mean, from the spring, I was really amazed with how his arm is, and I think everyone talks about his arm, but I don't think a lot of people talk enough about his leadership. He's not a vocal leader. He leads by example. But when he has that fire in him, like you've seen today when the defense wasn't set, we're not waiting for anybody. And he is the speed of the leader, speed of the pack, and I tell him that every day. But I've just been impressed with the growth he's been able to come in. It's easy for guys to become complacent, being comfortable with coming in with their own staff from a previous school. But Cam hasn't taken it that way. He's been able to learn, grow, develop as a player, and be able to take things, wholeheartedly and be able to learn and grow and become a better quarterback.
In this air raid offense, as a receiver, what's kind of the What's the most fun part about it? What's kind of your favorite aspect about this offense?
The freedom of the routes. I get to really paint a picture of my routes and show everyone the ability of what I have as being a great route runner. And not only that, but we get a lot of balls fed to us, and we're expected to make those plays, whether it be first down, second down, third down, fourth down. I think the high level of of a standard of living up to what this air raid offense is all about. You know, you've had a lot of greats come through this type of offense, and just being able to play at a fast, high tempo. Not a lot of guys can do that, but I've just been happy with how well we've been able to put it together from spring to now. You can really see the energy and the flow of the offense of how well it's being put together.
What have you liked just from the depth and talent of your guys' receiving core? Obviously,
Yes.
lose the two complete veteran guys, but seems
Yeah.
like reloaded pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of young guys, as you can see. Ones and twos are obviously the veteran guys, and it's not that much experience behind me, Renard, Strib, and Don, but those guys have taken it upon themselves to really get right. And I think Coach Filani has been doing a great job of developing those young guys into the players that they need to be. But then also it's on them as well to realize that, hey, you guys have made it here for a reason. Now it's not time to back down or shy away from anything. It's time to elevate your game and step up to the plate.
There seems like there's a lot of juice in this camp. What's different about this camp compared to last year?
Man, the togetherness of the team. There's a better team aspect. We're more together. It's not offense versus defense. It's not receivers versus DBs, O-line versus D-line. It's literally how can we be the best. Yes, it's in between the line. It's, win your one-on-ones, but at the end of the day, the Cougs win. And, I think there's a mentality around our facility about everything's about the team, and if you're not doing things for the team, then you're not sacrificing each other for your brother. And I say it all the time to the receivers: you are your brother's keeper. How you play without the ball dictates what type of player you are. So I think the juice just comes from us wanting to be out here, and I think that's the biggest difference between last year's camp and this year's camp is we have a whole top to bottom of guys that want to be out here and are blessed and sacrificing themselves to be out here every single day and be present, be where their feet are.
So what are you most excited for about this year? Anything you're looking to prove?
Honestly, I'm most excited to just play in all the games. I'm excited to be in that position to where I can be that guy to spark us up, the guy that they come and look for, the guy that when we need to play, number 5 is going to be always open. I think I'm just excited to see everyone back in Martin Stadium. I'm excited to get that Coug walk back, just taking things moment by moment, stepping on the bus. I'm just excited to be back in football season. Even just watching football on Sundays or Mondays, Thursdays, like it's football season, and you can't complain when that's around. So that's what I'm most excited for.
That's true. Football season is awesome.
It's the best. It's the best.
So how does Coach Dickert prove different than his predecessor?
What was that? Sorry.
How does Coach Dickert prove different than any other coach?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a man of his word. Although he is a first-year head coach, he's doing a great job of just being able to rally the troops. And when he says stuff, people listen. And I think he's done a great job of being able to tell the guys what we need to fix and just being honest with people. Because you don't want to play for a coach who is a person this way and then another person the other day. He's real honest with you, and he's going to tell you what you need to work on and be better. But at the same time, he's going to give you confidence. He's going to tell you what you did good, because at the same time, we can't be worried about what we did 2 days ago or 3 days ago and dwelling on the past. We need to be present, like I always say. But he just lets you know, gives you that confidence and that feedback that you need to do or need to have when you're out in that field. Appreciate you guys. Mahalo. Take care. Yep.